said at the beginning with the preservation of family, you know, that's keeping the children in the home. That's the best and least restrictive of everything, as you know, the chart on page 291 says.
It might not be cost effective, but I think that should be the goal.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's what the aim should be, no matter what the caseload is. You know, and I just think that is where it should be, and that's the, you know, as that is right now, that's as close to preventative that there's is in the system.
Right. I think, you know, overall, to kind of sum it all up, I think the chapter did an okay job, you know, kind of pointing out the different resources and services and things like that they offer for children and families. I would have liked to see a little more in depth about them, but it definitely does give a good overview of the different services and resources. Yeah. Just doesn't kind of go in depth that, you know, the depth that I would have liked to see.
Yeah, it just, you know, it doesn't.
Well, I think all the hands-on experience that we've seen, just as we, you know, through our life journeys,
right,
is, you know,
we can kind of apply that to what we've read and really learn from it in that way.
Things need to change.
Well, the textbook's just giving us, you know, it just seems very simple. This is available, that's available, and when in reality, it's not that simple.
Right.
You know, getting service for a child usually has to be at a point where the child's out of control,
you know, or CPS
or
is called,
you know, there's intervention because of you know, abuse or something.
And then a lot of times that's the point where it's almost too late.
And that's too late.
You know,
and that's how I see it.
Yep.
And I spoke to a CPS worker one time, asking her some questions, and she said that if you're charged, if someone calls in and says that you did this, they investigate it, and it comes back, say it comes back totally fine, nothing's wrong, they didn't find any fault. That can actually happen to you 3 times the exact same way, and put you through that 3 times before they'll even start investigating the person who's making the call. Which, one, cost effectively, that's bizarre.
Exactly.
And then the trauma it puts on that family that they're investigating.
Right.
You know, I just found that I had no clue that they did that when I was talking to her, and it was like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
You know.
And I see why a lot of social workers might not want to be, you know, working for an agency. I do see that, because from my personal experience, you know, you'll have a social worker, you know, through CPS coming out 8 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, you know, their day really isn't over.
Yeah.
You know, whenever they get a call that they have to address it, you know, it's a lot of work, and it's a lot of mental and emotional strain too.
Yeah.
And the percentage on education-wise in usually the city systems in general.
No, I
like
was reading that I was reading that only 5 to 7% have a master's in social work that work for CPS.
Right.
You know, so.
And then that almost makes you, because your education level isn't, you know, where it could possibly be, your pay is obviously not going to be where it could be.
And I think that limits
it also
that
affects
person
how
on their will, and their motive.
And it also affects intervention, because
family. That's what we're saying. Yeah.
If you have a person who's one of those people that wants to just go in immediately and fix the solution by pulling a child, which might not be the best solution for that family. So you really need more people with experience in there.
To be a good social worker, I think everybody's really got to look deep into
and that's what I would have liked to
see
see in this chapter, more in depth, more of reality of it. You know, you know, the good, the pretty, and the ugly.
Exactly.
Aspects of it.
But so I guess all in all, that's pretty much what we gathered from it, what we thought from it. Wanted to give you guys a little bit of a reflection on our own lives and you know, how we took the information in the chapter and kind of ran with it.
Yeah. And if you want to find out more resources for children, you can look at our PowerPoint, and we'll have a list of resources in the community and all the other information.